Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the program. We're here on the C Morning Show. Yes, so we have a very interesting and very special talk show, especially for all of you basketball fans out there. Of course, if you do not live in the United States, of course, one of your bucket lists is to watch the NBA game live on the court. Probably camera in hand, capturing the electrifying moments as the best players showcase their skills. Now, well, today's guests have turned that dream into his reality. It has been. It comes through his generation, by the way.
Yes, that's right. Kay, as a basketball content creator, he's not only gained recognition for his unique storytelling style, but has also had the amazing opportunity to meet and document NBA stars in person. From jaw-dropping dunks to heartwarming moments, he's captured it all and shared it with ever-growing audience.
And also those, one-on-one question, my goodness. So how does he get all this access and what his journey has been about? Let's find out. To welcome our basketball content creator, Rocky Padila, the one and only. Good morning, brother.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here with us. It takes, it's quite hard to find his time because he's always traveling to the United States, especially the NBA season is back. But Rocky, come on, let's talk about this. This is not an easy access. Not everyone can do what you do. You're probably you are the only one, as an Indonesian, go to like NBA games and having this access, going to their interviews, going back to their lockers, having that one-on-one with the athletes and whatnot. Share us with their journey. How did it all happen?
It started, I think, since I was like 7 years old.
Okay.
Wow. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I love taking pictures. So I started from taking pictures in Indonesia Basketball Professional League in '94.
Wow.
And then the hobby just started from there. And then during college, my dad, he met someone that gave him an access to get an NBA media credentials. And then from there, my dad asked me if you want to try and join to be a part of the media. So I was in college, I think in 2009. So my first time getting that access was in NBA All-Star Phoenix.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Straight to the big guns, dude.
Straight to the big event. All the stars, you see LeBron James, you see Derrick Rose, you see Chris Paul. So I was like, I was so nervous, but it was an experience, and I was like speechless. I was like starstruck at the first time. But yeah, I was one of the luckiest one of the blessed one to be able to be that close.
Yes.
I never dreamt of being able to talk to NBA players one-on-one or even interview them. So it was just started from my dad, who was a contributor with Bola back in the day.
The Bola magazine.
Yeah, the Bola magazine back in the day, and now with another media in Surabaya. So we're just very lucky to have the access and, of course, the trust from NBA, to give us this access, and also, being able to spread the news and help the growth of NBA in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Right. So when was that? And tell us, do you still remember the first player that you did a one-on-one interview with?
It was actually Derrick Rose.
Straight to the big name.
Yes, and he was really nice and he was really calm, but he doesn't speak a lot. He just answered our questions, but he is one of the most humble superstar in NBA.
Yeah, and it's very hard to, again, as Rocky had mentioned, to have and gain the access.
Yes.
It's very difficult. I mean, we see a lot of medias, especially in the sidelines and whatnot, but for you to get all access, in the NBA, do you have, right now, I'm pretty sure there is a lot, but any memorable moments, let's say from the Kobe days to the recent modern days that you have, like one of the best?
Yeah.
Of course, the late Kobe Bryant, you cannot forget about that.
Cannot.
I had that 5 seconds talking with Kobe in 2010 in Dallas All-Star. It just, for him to answer my question, it was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Just Kobe was like that aura. It's so different.
Charisma, it's real.
Charisma next to him, it's just so different. That's why he is a superstar, right?
Yeah,
he was a superstar in the NBA. He was a legend. So that was like one of my favorite moments. But recently, I had a chance to ask Ja Morant.
I know, I saw that.
about his grills during the All-Star game also. So Ja was just so funny.
Yeah.
And he was so much fun to interview because he was just so open. He was just so chill.
Yeah.
You know, so
Very grounded.
very grounded.
Because I remember you were asking you show me the grills, and he was like, "You want to see the grills?" And he showed you your grills.
And he was just so very nice. He's just very nice with the media.
Yeah.
So I think that video got like 6 million views on my Instagram.
But Rocky, I think it's just like for
I'm
me,
surprised.
the questions that you ask. I mean, because we know, especially during the conference, they will have like the questions of the play-by-play and whatnot. But your questions is always just out of the box, like in the moment questions.
Yeah.
Where do you get that? Like, do you prepare for that, or that is something you just like, okay, top of the moment, I'm gonna ask this?
Okay, NBA players, they get asked the same question like almost every day.
They're bored.
They are bored. You don't want to ask the same question. So sometimes when I go to these events like NBA All-Star, I already prepare like 1 or 2 questions that maybe could surprise them.
Okay.
Because you want to get that reaction from them,
Of
right?
course, yes.
But the jump Moran one, it was on the spot. It was on the spot because the grills were so shining, like you just cannot get away from it. So I had to ask.
Right.
But other than that, usually I don't want to ask the basic question. I always prepare a question that will get their attention. You know, so the key, I think, for everybody that want to be a media or want to be a journalist, at least prepare 1 or 2 questions that will, you know, caught their attention.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right. So I want to ask you, since you first started from, it was a connection from your dad from the Bola magazine, and how do you keep up with these ongoing until you've been doing this for what, almost 20 years?
Yes, almost 20 years.
Right, and how do you keep this connection going with to be the press, the official press of the NBA?
I think for me right now, we have to keep good relationship with NBA Philippines. So everything,
NBA Philippines.
yes, everything goes through them for the media access.
Right.
So every year we keep in contact. Every year we talk to the representative, you know, just to make sure that they know that we're still interested in covering the NBA. We're going to the States every year just to help the NBA coverage here in Indonesia. So I think that consistency and of course that keeping that good relationship, that's why I'm still here and that's why they still trust us until today.
You know, and you're also in the Olympics, right? You went to the Olympics of 2024.
Yeah.
It was for the U.S. men's basketball.
Yes,
Okay, were you there just to attend, or were you there to also have access?
I was there just to be the fan.
There you have
Yeah, be a fan.
You were watching.
And that is really rare for me to do.
Yeah.
Because I always
Usually you go for work.
yes, I usually go for work for a basketball game. I cover the game, but just to be there to enjoy with my dad, I think it was a special moment, and you know I will cherish that for my whole life.
Of course, but again, I know from all this, 20 years of your journey, you also built a personal relationship with the NBA, athletes, former NBA player Bobby Simmons, and also Carmelo Anthony. Sure, I mean, that is not something that's common, like, hey, Melo has just called me. Like, that is not something that normal folks like us would have a discussion.
Unless you're Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. Or you're Rocky Padila right here.
Oh, you're Rocky Padila,
So how do you still build these connections? I mean, with them. I mean, they're not playing anymore, but then again, they still have, that power and also that influence.
Bobby Simmons, I was very lucky. So the story was, I was still in college, right? We live in the same apartment building. We met in the elevator. So I was like,
True story.
Wow.
true story. I was like,
Okay.
oh my God, Bobby Simmons. And then he was very nice. I was 17 and he was very open to me, talking to him. And he wants to be my friends. And I told him, like, I'm from Indonesia. Like, I watch NBA. And yeah, from there, we just kick it off and be friends until today. If I want to call him right now, video call him, he will pick up. He will pick up. Bobby Simmons will pick up because we're just that close.
Okay.
And
My God.
I love him as a big brother. And for Carmelo, I was surprised though, Carmelo, because during my days in the States, yes, I saw him, I met him a lot. I gave him a couple of stuff too, photos, T-shirts and everything from Indonesia. And then, during the FIBA World Cup in Philippines, 2023, I was just standing there, and then suddenly he came. And then
He's like,
The other way around.
Hey, brother,
Yeah.
what's up?
Yeah, I haven't seen him for 5-6 years. I was surprised that he remembers me.
Yeah.
Surprised, and he was like laughing. He gave me a hug. I was like, wow, this is why Carmelo Anthony is my favorite player of all time.
I love that.
Hello. Yeah.
I mean, again, because you always have this genuinity, I think, and you see them as a person, not, again, if we see an NBA star, we would go ballistic, right? But you see them as a normal people, normal folks, and that's why you have this good, relations with them.
I think that's big time. I think at the end of the day, they're human beings too. They have feelings. They don't want to be. They don't want to see us. I mean, they don't want us to see them as a star.
Yeah.
You know, because that's every day.
Yeah.
That's every day. I think it's big if you can treat them like a normal human being.
Yes.
You know.
Give them the respect and
Yeah,
space.
space. I think space
Is the key.
It's
is
the
the
most,
key.
the most important thing.
Yeah, I think people don't really understand that with the space. It's just privacy.
Yeah.
Because I don't really take pictures. When I hang out with Bobby Simmons, I don't really take pictures.
Yeah.
You know, we just really
Chill.
hang out, put
Chill,
my phone down. Yeah.
like a friend.
Yeah, I think that's why he respect me. He went to my birthday party.
Really?
Yeah, so
Wow, this guy, man.
Yeah.
Insane.
Better take a picture with Rocky Padila, right?
I mean, like, when you're 21, Bobby Simmons at that time was like one of the hottest free agent.
Yeah.
He won the most improved player in the NBA. I mean, like, I was 21.
Yeah.
He picking me up in his Bentley.
Yeah.
You know?
You're swagging right there.
Yeah,
You're
I'm like,
Rocky.
I was feeling it. You know, I was feeling myself. You know, but it was like one of my favorite moments too. Though he came to my 21st birthday party.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Where everything is legal, brother.
Yes.
Yes, what a surprise, yeah. So, Rocky, since we've been all talking about NBA, now let's talk about Indonesian basketball. So, how do you think it's evolved right now in the recent years, and in what ways do you think improvements are needed in terms of Indonesian basketball right now?
I think Indonesian basketball right now is growing. I think at his best position right now. And of course, this is my passion. Indonesian basketball is my passion. I want to really help grow, and of course, you can spread the awareness for Indonesian basketball. If we're talking about the IBL, I think the IBL in Pak Juna's hand right now, we could see the league is getting more exciting
Yes.
with the imports, with the heritage player, and all the local players that are improving as well. So I think it's not a lot of improvement needed right now. I think they just need to be consistent. Just don't change the rules every year. I think teams now like Kesatria Bangun Solo, like Borneo, like Runs, everybody trying to be better, and they're trying to compete to break up the top 4 right now.
Yeah.
So I think we are so lucky to be alive at this time, because I think
To see the progress.
Yes, I think next season is gonna be one of the best yet in the IBL season. I think so. I'm very excited.
And it's so different right now with the IBL. Pak Juno's making this into more a business, right? In regards to, like, let's say the teams need to have their home court. It's a home away now. So it's somewhat a different league, coming close to an NBA. But with the industry itself, Rocky, I want to ask, because this is more your field, right? We're not talking only about the games, not the teams, not the management, but over the overall industry itself. Again, people like you needed to be in this, in Indonesia, especially during this progressive time of basketball industry in the nation. You were mentioning that when we watch NBA games, we see a lot of international reporters. Again, there's a lot of people that wants to make the review of the games. And let's talk about when you're watching NBA games, there's the commentators and whatnot. So it's an overall thing. So how can we enhance that too? And in regards to, because we know that Indonesia, the #1 sport is still soccer or football. So how can we elevate basketball to at least to have the same par as, let's say, football and also badminton in the nation?
I think for basketball, people need to care more. I think they just need to care about the small details. They need to care about the fans' experience, So I think step by step, everybody needs to realize that this is entertainment at the end of the day.
Yes, it is.
For most of us,
Yeah, so you gotta give the best products for the fans. So if you come out with efforts, give the best experience for the fans, and give them like an entertainment package, I think the fans will come by itself. And I think the industry is gonna be growing, because right now, the teams, they are really serious, about winning championship, gaining fans, getting a bigger fan base
Yeah.
for their team. So I think in the future they just need to be more care about the small details, from like maybe making more fun for the fans who comes to the stadium, because
Yes.
they pay.
Yes.
Yeah.
They pay for their tickets, so make sure they want to come back.
It's not like you go to Staples Center, right?
Yes, make sure you want to
I
come
mean,
back.
crypto.com arena, sorry,
Yeah.
it's never nice.
Make sure they want to come back and support your team. So even for the teams, they have to, make sure they build a great team
Yes.
that the fans will like, and also they will have success during the regular season and of course the playoff. I think back again, I think it's all entertainment at the end of the day. So make sure just everything they do,
Yeah.
they gave full efforts and for the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the Indonesian. You were asking Rocky about the Indonesian basketball, especially for the Indonesian basketball. We have some graphics right here, Rocky, that we're going to see together. But again, if we're talking about the NBA, let's put the graphic up right now. Oh, we're talking about this. There's the game. Never mind. We
yes,
also
yes,
have a
yes.
game for you. But before the game, though, Rocky, there's one more little question. You're wearing the jersey, Timeout Gang. What is that all about?
This is my basketball community.
Yeah.
So I have a segment on my YouTube called Timeout, and that's like the most consistent segment. So one day I was just thinking about it. I was like, I think it's fun to have a basketball community. So I just came out with the Timeout Gang name, and we have a really special community. Everybody support each other. We talk about basketball 24/7.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, so we talk about NBA, we talk about IBL, we talk about international basketball. It's so much fun, and everybody is so proud to be part of Timeout Gang. So
Nice.
I hope this community can stay forever. And we also play basketball once every month.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Are
it's
women
fun,
invited?
Everybody can play, everybody can join. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Rocky, before we wrap things up, can you share with us for example, you have an all-time NBA starting five.
Oh, we always ask about this question, right?
Every time, this is like the toughest question though, because you got so many great players in the NBA.
course.
So you can only pick 5, right?
Yes, yes.
That's what makes it
They're best
interesting.
five.
So your
They're best
position,
I think I gotta go point guard. I gotta go LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
I wanna
we got
put him
you.
in
Okay.
point guard because he could play 5 positions, right?
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh my God, it's either LeBron or Magic Johnson. But I think you gotta go with
Yes.
LeBron.
22nd season. He's
Yeah.
almost 40 years old.
Point
He's
guard.
still there in the season, playing with his kid.
Yes.
The dream of his life. All right.
And he's like
Right.
the all-time leading scorer as well in the
course.
NBA.
Okay.
And shooting guard, gotta go with the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
Greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, right?
Of course.
Cannot leave him out of the lineup. And
It is your best 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
And next one, I gotta go with Kobe. I'm sorry, Kobe, I gotta put you in small forward. It's okay.
As long as you put it there.
Yeah, because
Right.
Kobe's my favorite player of
Yeah,
all time,
of course.
with Carmelo Anthony. But I'm sorry, Carmelo, not gonna be on this list. So, next one, I think I gotta put Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan
Right.
is the greatest power forward of
You're
all
best.
time.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah, big
Interesting
fundamentals.
choice,
Yeah. And the last one, probably the most dominant player in the NBA history, Shaquille
Shaquille.
O'Neal.
Yeah, I could guess that. Yeah, center.
Yeah, so that's
Shaq.
my
Yeah, we
starting
gotta have
5.
Shaq. Okay, well, anyways, hopefully we're gonna see Insider NBA here in the Indonesia version with you, Rocky
Thank you
Padilla.
so much, yeah.
Lena having you.
Thank you
and,
so much.
Shout out to your Timeout Gang.
Appreciate it.
All the best and all success. And please do what you do best because you're not one in a million. You're the only one in
The only
Indonesia
one
that
in the
represents Indonesia and
250
NBA.
million
No,
people.
but I really hope that, one day there's someone that will, follow my footsteps and do this media thing. Because obviously I cannot do it by myself. I hope somebody will continue this legacy. I cannot do this my whole life,
Yes.
So I really hope the young generation, they will be interested
Yeah.
in doing media. Because media is fun. It's
But
fun.
it is hard work.
It is hard work.
It is hard
hard
work,
work. 'Cause
yeah.
But any work is hard work.
yeah, any work is hard work, but media, to be close, to be having conversation, because every players, they have different stories, right? They have different backgrounds.
Yeah.
You want to know about how they get
course, yeah,
to this
of course.
point in their professional career. So hopefully in the future, this media job will be exciting for a lot of people, because right now, It's only me.
You know what you have to do? You gotta make like your own organization, brother. You gotta make your own Rocky Padila organization, NBA access for all of us in Indonesia.
That's true.
I mean, we can start from Indonesia first, Indonesian Basketball League. So, I really hope that someone will follow my footsteps and continue this journey.
All right, amen to that. Rocky Padila, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
so much
time.
for coming
Wishing
here,
you
man.
all the best.
Yes.
By the way, he's flying to the state next Tuesday for 4 cities for NBA games, so we're gonna tune in for that. You better check out on Rocky Padila's all socials and also the Timeout Gang community, YouTube and podcast, also for all NBA and basketball enthusiasts right there. Now we're taking a short break right now, folks. After the break, we have more updates just for you. Stay tuned right on the Morning Show only on C-SPAN.